We're gonna go ahead and kick our work session, off. We are a little late, 3 minutes, it's 5:03, and we're gonna ask, Chris Kirkland to, open us up in prayer.
Let's bow our heads. Dear God in heaven, we thank you, God, for once again, oh Heavenly Father, for life, health, and strength. We thank you, God in heaven, we were able to come out to this meeting, oh Heavenly Father, with a meeting of our minds. Father, we ask, oh Heavenly Father, that we leave this place with one accord, oh Heavenly Father, that all questions that may be asked may be answered, oh God, in the mighty name of Jesus. Father, we thank you now. We ask, oh God, to continue to keep us, watch over God, and protect us. As I pray in Jesus' name, we do pray. Amen.
Amen.
All right, 30 seconds.
Go, Chris.
Thank you, Chris. So first on our, agenda tonight is Luann Anderson, Accounting Manager, available to answer questions regarding quarterly report if needed. And we do all have a, copy of our,
Yes.
everything that we asked for. Thank you so much, Luann.
Welcome.
Hold on, I just lost my, here it is. So we got the, we also got the tax revenues, and you did fill it out, telling us what we could, spend out of these accounts too. I'm gonna have to keep mine for, we need to keep these for budget too. Have a copy of this for the budget too.
Right, okay.
So, I know on one of these. Of the public ways. Alright. And then on the financial report, you did, you took out the payroll thing, right?
It's in the numbers on that first page, it's general fund as of July 31, 2025. The payroll is in there, but then there's a separate report that's only the payroll and payroll related, for every department.
This on the one that says page 1 of 3?
Yes.
So this balance that's left, this is the payroll, or this everything else? That's at the bottom.
Talking about on the first page, or?
I'm on the one that says 1 of 3, financial report general,
Yeah,
fund, the one that's stapled together.
yes,
I see it.
yeah, the amount remaining, that's what's left, and then the percentage. With 2 months left, 2 months is about 16.7%. So they should have somewhere around that amount left in every budget.
Okay, well, fine, everything is-
Miss Luann, on some of these, when we say amount remaining, we've got, mostly the departments really, they're in the red. Have things not been budgeted right, or are we spending more and nobody's telling us we're spending more than what we've got?
Are you talking about the payroll part or the overall?
I'm talking about the overall.
Overall.
Yes, ma'am.
The only, let's see, civil service board is over budget. And that's because of all the hearings we've had. Contractual is over budget down toward the bottom.
Yes, ma'am.
And that's just some items that weren't budgeted. They were probably approved, by the council. There's the Sylacauga healthcare, the nuclear medicine camera, 500,000, that's a big part of that.
Okay. And
Which was approved, do we have?
that, yes, that was approved, we brought that out of we set money aside during the budget to pay for that.
Oh,
Have a
it
question.
wasn't set up in the budget. I mean, it may have been approved, but a lot of the capital outlay was not set up in the budget. Even though it was approved in the budget, it wasn't set up in our
Okay.
system.
Okay, well, right, we've got administration and finance here, we've got, on vacation pay, it says $16,509, and it's in parentheses, and there's nothing remaining. Can you help me understand that, please?
Budgeted 1820, actual was 18,000. I don't really know why that would have been so much more. That's just, people that have enough years where they can actually be paid for their vacation time.
All of them like that too, Luann, I think, and maybe we just don't understand this sheet, because all of them are like that, but, so see, like say for that, when you're looking at, like, you look at the regular pay, and it says
Right.
that it's, 39% remaining, but
Right.
then down where you have the sick pay and the vacation pay, I
We don't budget the sick pay, so that's always gonna be zero budget, so that's always gonna show a negative. Vacation, I'm not sure why those are all, I have to look into that. But we try to budget, it's only for amounts that are gonna be paid in cash to people who have enough years that they can do that. Instead of taking vacation, they get money. And that's real difficult to budget, of course. We don't know who's gonna do that.
Yeah, but then, so let me ask you this, so, cause maybe it's gonna balance out, maybe, so on the
Yeah.
top line where it says regular pay,
Yes.
and then it's having 39%,
Yes.
how much, what's the percentage that you're, estimating we're gonna use over the next 2 months? Do
I
you,
believe it would be around 17%.
okay,
So
so,
we're good. I mean,
so
if you
that-
look at the bottom
that
line
makes
of each
sense, alright,
department,
that's, okay, it
Everybody's
makes sense
fine.
now.
I have a question
Mhm.
about the,
Leftover out
Yeah.
of that covered.
That makes sense.
the civil service board part. So we've continued to pay them without the money being approved by the council, right?
I suppose so. Yes.
So
Are they
that's,
submitting invoices or what?
They gotta be if they're being, if it's in the negative.
so,
Budgeted or not, it's pay-per-view.
yeah,
Somebody still gotta come to us and let us know that we don't have enough money in the account, but we've got to move money.
Yeah, they gotta be paid, but we gotta.
right, we
move the
have to
money.
pay it, yeah, it should be.
But you gotta tell us, we gotta move money from one line to another to pay these people.
Okay, yes.
And
Yeah,
that's
we can do
gonna,
that.
and that's gonna be an issue, and I know Shannon's new and you're new, so I think that's probably gonna be something you're gonna have to make note of, because when we get ready to do our budget, I hate to say it, some of this stuff is gonna be, it's gonna be off. It's gonna be off.
But the totals are still okay so far.
Yeah, but not on some of them, because we are gonna have to, like,
You got a grand total, it's 25% off, but there's 16% last year. We'll still be ahead, so.
yeah, but we still gotta decide which, line item we're gonna pay, or pull the money from to put
Yep.
in these line items that are over budgeted. Luann, let's try to start, well, the civil service board is one, do y'all see, another one? So on the civil service board, Shannon, y'all, we're gonna have to, figure out where we're gonna pull this money so we can, this line item is not negative. We need to fix this line item.
Yeah, we don't want anything negative.
Oh, and speaking of budget, Shannon, have you advertised for the budget meeting yet?
No, I have not.
So how long, how many days we got left before we're,
Are we gonna be on schedule to have it
Yeah.
ready by then?
well, we're gonna
We
have,
just got the police department out of the way today, so we still got 7 more departments to go.
okay, but we're gonna have to have budget meeting, we're gonna have to have it, because we gotta have something finalized and done in the month of September, because we're already late, we're already running late.
Absolutely.
Should've
I was
started this
assuming like
month.
we advertise it for that September 5th, and then if he doesn't have, Mayor doesn't have it ready, then what do we do?
Well, hopefully, the mayor, you think you're gonna have it ready, because I mean, we're already at crunch time now, and I know nobody wants to be having a,
Over
budget
the
meeting
years,
every.
we've always had it ready by the 1st of September.
You think you'll be
Now,
on?
we'll look at it before they could have it approved by the 1st of October.
But I'm saying, but we can't look at it and have it approved unless we have work sessions. We're gonna have to have those meetings. You can't just give it to us and then we figure it out. We can't.
Well, I've got to make sure all my department heads are satisfied with their appropriations and also for the capital expenditures and everything for the 2026 year.
Okay, so Mayor, I guess the council is asking and we're requesting that you can have that done by September 1st so we can have that first
We are
budget.
going to push for it.
Okay, thank you. So Shannon, we do need to advertise.
It gives me 2 days to get it finished. I'm leaving Friday and won't be back till the 2nd.
Can you put out advertising then?
I can put out an advertisement.
So do you have somebody else, designated to get this taken care of? Because I mean, no
I
matter.
work on the budget and that,
But we have to do the budget, I mean, this comes, like, this isn't new though. We
It's
have,
almost finished. I am working on appropriations now.
So all the departments are done?
They're done, we just haven't met with all the departments yet.
well, today's the what, the 19th?
Yeah, we've gotta get that done by October 1, guys.
I mean, if it's not, then we're gonna be having meetings back to back until it's finalized. I know that's probably an unpopular opinion, but we do have to have that budget
We gotta take care of taxpayers' money.
done. All right, so Shannon, if you would, please get that advertised, and the mayor said he's gonna try to, have everything done by September 1st.
September 1st is the holiday.
What's the second?
Second.
Thank you. I don't.
Ms. Llewellyn, one more question, and I think I'm right, I just wanna make sure. On our capital, budget, it looks like that we've spent all of our capital money on all of our improvements that we have, wanted to, is that correct?
I believe probably has to take a look here. Yes.
Okay, cause I see
Everything.
the 293.90.
Yep.
Okay. I thank you, Ms. Llewellyn.
And Luann, don't forget this one. So
Okay, thank
we
you.
wanna have this one as a part of,
Yeah.
budget too, so that when we go to do planning, or capital and planning, so on and so forth. Thank you,
As a
Mr.
guideline,
Huh?
as a guideline.
Yeah, so we'll know what to spend, we can spend on those accounts too, that always helps me. Alright,
Okay.
okay. Next is discussion by Lieutenant Renee Cummins regarding lease agreement with Axon for body cameras and in-car cameras. The lease will provide new equipment every 5 years and maintenance for the 5-year lease period. Equipment to be delivered ASAP and billing begins in January 2026. Hello, Lieutenant Cummins.
Good evening. The reason why I'm before you is everyone knows about the tariffs and things like that. Axon is expected to have a major price increase due to this. It is electronic equipment. Our current in-car camera systems, what I want to purchase is brand new in-car camera systems and brand new body cameras. All of our stuff is very outdated. 90% of our in-car cameras are from 2008. I've had the equipment running that long. You can't even purchase parts for them anymore.
This is falling apart.
That's the body camera. We've had those since
I
2020.
thought it was a recorder.
Well, it is a recorder, it
Well,
just doesn't have a
but-
battery on it. That is the problem we're having, is our body cameras are starting to go down, our in-car cameras are starting to go down, and we can't get parts for them. Doing the lease programs, just identical to the tasers, we would be leasing basically this equipment, and after 5 years getting you, we would have a warranty the entire 5 years. This would create a line item just like with the tasers. Now, if we do both of these, we'll have a total of a line item of $94,856. But now this does include them to have the cradle points in the cars, so we can now download the data, because y'all graciously gave us the Take Bank Car program. Now it's hard for me to track these cars down to get this data out of these cars, because currently with these 2008 in-car camera systems, I have to manually go out there, take the memory card out, download it with the unit.
What's the difference between buying and leasing?
Buying, you would have
Price
to have you would purchase them, then you would have to purchase the warranty, and then you'd have to turn around and purchase again.
So
you
you're
would
telling me
have
I'm
to have
cheaper doing leasing than I am
Yes.
buying, okay?
Yes,
You know I like cheap.
I do too, that's why I finagled around and got the lowest numbers I could get, and tried to get it secured, so we can go ahead and get a signature now, so we can go ahead and get this done, so that way we're not even billed until January. And they decided that they could work with us and do the billing for the tasers and the cameras together starting in January.
Renee, there's also operating for each of the cradle points. Is that included in here too?
It's gonna use the Verizon Air cards, same thing that we use now, we'll just transfer the air cards into the cradle points.
And you said in January of,
2026, yes ma'am.
so is this something, but this something you're requesting to do now though, right?
Yes, we've got to go ahead and get the contract signed now to keep these prices, because they're gonna go up. And this includes the installation of these cameras into the cars too, so we're not gonna have to turn around and pay an installation on these cameras. And the liability that lies on these cameras not working is huge.
And this is the most cost sufficient, the best company that you have found?
Yes, because all of our data is actually gonna be stored online now, or in the cloud, as
Right.
they say. Currently, we have the server here, and B is that we have all the new vehicles that have cameras in them now. We have all of the body cameras, that's a lot of data to store on that, we're running short on space, so we're not having to purchase a server and maintain that server or the software anymore. It's automatically done.
I got you.
And this is not required to go out to bid?
No, because it's a lease. You're not actually purchasing the equipment, they're single item.
That's right.
All right, and Renee, tell me again, so we're gonna make monthly payments or annual payments?
We'll make annual payments. And the price that we've got is actually cheaper than what's on the state bid list. I did look at the Alabama state bid list, Axon is listed on it, they did give me a cheaper price than what's currently listed. And that will go up again for renewal, which will go up next month.
And this will be for everybody. Let me ask you this, so this will will there be any extras, or will we have the option to add some later?
Yes.
At the same price?
At the end of 5 years, everything goes over again. We can add them, but the price will go up. The only ones that we're not replacing in the cars are the ones for the new trucks that we currently have. We have plenty of room on the server for that system now. The only ones that we'll be replacing is all the old ones. So the 6 new ones that you purchased for us, we won't replace until the end of 5 years.
Look, guys, they gotta have it.
No, I was just asking because, I was just trying to see if we would get the same deal, say if we were to
Right.
get some more cars or to hire some more people, would we still be able to just,
Depends on the timing.
I'm gonna tell you
It all
this,
depends on the timing.
I know these protect citizens, but they also protect us.
Yes, they protect the city.
That's
Can
right.
you explain that, just out of curiosity, it says a capability to activate lights, draw weapons, or taser, or automatic start recording?
Yes, currently, the body cameras that we have and the in-car cameras, due to their age, they have to activate these recorders. When they get out on the scene or anything else, they have to activate their cameras. And as you can see, the buttons on those are worn out. Sometimes they turn on, sometimes they don't.
Mine's coming apart.
It's a huge liability.
Yes, sir. If we get this system all together, the officers will no longer have to stop and think about turning a camera on. If they unholster their taser, it turns on their body cameras. The county has Axon body cameras and in-car cameras also. So if they even assist us on a call, if they unholster their taser, or if they pull up with their lights on, everybody's on the scene activates.
wow?
You
Sound like we
About
getting up
somebody not
to,
wearing
sound like we
theirs
just now getting up to date.
Yes, sir, we are.
Good job,
Yeah, we
Lieutenant.
need it.
Thank you, Renee. I don't see an issue with it. I think this is something that we need to do.
I'll just come get those from you.
Oh, you need them back? Oh, the cameras. Oh, don't you need those?
You got tape on yours. Yes, ma'am. Would that come out of next year's budget?
Yes, 2026 budget, yes, sir.
Okay.
So just make sure, Chief, it's a part of your budget request. All right, next on the list is Steve Masters, Sylacauga Parks and Rec Director, to discuss quotes to update and open restrooms at South Highland Park.
Did y'all receive the quotes?
We did.
Yes, sir. I got an email today.
Perfect.
Did y'all get it? I think we may have it here.
I just had mine.
It was the extra package.
I know it, but I mixed up all my stuff on accident. Heather had it all nice and in order
It's
for
on
me.
the bullet there.
That's my report letter there.
You have one there? So y'all know we've had discussions about South Highland Park, you know, the restrooms were shut down. Turns out it was in the early 80s and locked up years and years ago. And we've had some, you know, people that wanted to see about opening those restaurants back up, and y'all charged me to go out and get a price, and these are the prices we came up with. We did get 3 quotes on the plumbing. The door, there's really only one company in this area who makes steel doors for specific openings. They're out of Birmingham. So that is the price of the door. The $772 is in-house expense for us to go in there and put a drop ceiling in, clean it up, paint it, all those great things. So your total estimate's right at $20,372.62. That is all new plumbing, because they're gonna clean out the sewage, but have to run a new tap from the water main. It's gonna be ADA restrooms, because it is an LWCF park. And then, we'll obviously do as much in-house as we possibly can.
And this is just one bathroom, and Steve, or is this both of them?
This is both
Ah,
restrooms. Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
Okay, that number ain't bad then.
Okay.
When you say hand dryers, do you mean air hand dryers?
Yes.
Why do we need those instead of just?
So we're pretty much doing away with paper towels with all of our public parks, because children think it's very funny to put that brown paper in that commode, and we end up calling the utility board to blow out the line
That's
at
right.
least 3 to 5 times a year.
Good.
When you said 2 bathrooms, that makes it a whole lot
But it has
better.
in the scope of paper towel dispenser.
So our paper towel dispensers are free, and I think Chris just put that in there because that was one of the things he originally thought was gonna be in that room.
But your plan is to not do that because you don't want to have the problem of, okay,
All of our new public restrooms will have hand dryers.
got it.
So, here's the thing, is this something we can get Parks and Rec to pay for and we give him his money back? Or is this something, because we're gonna have to move some money over to capital? I think we're all in agreement that we wanna do it. I know Lee and Tiffany has brought it up several different times about this. So I'm just trying to figure out how we want to, fund it.
I have 2 options. I
Okay.
have, 2 options. One is, we are drawing interest on the bond money for Park and Rec, and then the other one is to pay for it out of capital. Could we pay for this out of capital? How much is left in capital?
Well, this, the financial sheet we just got shows that we don't have any left in capital because we've used it all.
But but we should have had a balance in capital though. We only had one increase. We only had one increase in capital, and I think it was,
Did we read that wrong, Miss Luann?
yeah, I think it was the fire department because.
Money in the other funds, right?
No, but we should have had a surplus in capital, I remember this, because it was, yeah, because the only thing that increased after we made everybody else come back and reapprove their capital stuff, it was something for the fire department last time, remember his cost went up, that's the only cost that went
Well,
up.
let me ask this, the waterproofing, I remember we budgeted for somewhere around $600,000, and it ended up coming in at 70-something
That
thousand.
money's not coming out of capital, that's coming out of his bond.
Oh, his bond, okay.
I'll report on that later.
The waterproof.
Back to the comments you made, Mr. Brewer, this was not budgeted.
I know, so you don't
We
have
have
it.
6 weeks left in our fiscal year. This would definitely put us in the red.
Okay, well, never mind, that's all I needed to
I
hear.
don't want my audit next year to have red numbers.
I understand, that's why I asked the question.
No, we can't do that anyway, but I do remember, I have a number in my head that I remember was left in capital, I don't wanna say it out loud and be wrong.
See, that's what, the financial report shows that we're in the hole in the capital. Now, I'm not saying that that's right or that's wrong, but I'm hoping it's close.
We have money in, building repair and maintenance checking account. We have money in the, government,
Capital
improvement,
improvements.
capital improvement
Yeah.
checking account.
Yeah.
That it can come from.
Alright,
Okay.
but still though, I know I'm not wrong, I know I'm not, on that sheet I gave you back, Luann,
Yes.
put capital on there, we need to know, what's the balance on that capital list. And also in these, this tax revenue, we need to, put the balance on it for budget too. Make sure the balance in these accounts is on it as well.
So, is it safe to say we'll just move this to the next agenda and then council president will give the finance department to see what funding source we'll pick it from?
I don't think we have to do that, I think we can go ahead and approve it, can we just go ahead and pay it out of the general fund and then reimburse it from
That works.
whatever we decide?
Yeah,
I
I
think this
agree.
is something we can go ahead and do.
Yeah, we've been working on this for a while.
Yeah.
So you would amend your agenda to have it voted on tonight?
Mhm.
Thank you.
Yeah, so we're gonna amend the agenda, and Shannon, we'll write it in and you can, we'll wing it a little bit. So we are gonna amend the agenda, add it to be considered tonight, and we're gonna pay for it out of capital.
Or do it, approve it pending funding source? Or just go ahead and do general?
I think we're gonna have to say
General fund and
It
then
will be
pending
easier.
funding.
That's
funding
right.
source.
reimbursement.
Reimbursement.
Alright, alright. Are you writing it?
Mhm.
Got it.
Alright.
Thank y'all.
That's exciting.
Thanks, Steve.
I'm just glad it was 2 bathrooms, I was a little scared. Alright, Wayne, waiting on us. All right. Next item, Wayne Livingston to request a public hearing for placing an ad valorem tax lien on property owned by Benjamin Deason at 805, 807, 809, and 811 North Main Avenue for the cost of nuisance and abatement, actions. All right, Wayne?
Yes, as y'all know, we had a hearing earlier in the year to review the bills that the contractor sent. Y'all approved that they would be paid, and now we're have to have a hearing, and it'll have to be September the 4th because of the holiday on September the 1st. And at that hearing, anybody, but especially Mr. Deason, can come and say why it shouldn't be on his ad valorem tax bill. And that's what the hearing's about.
All right,
After that, after we have the hearing, refresh my memory, when we start cleanup.
When we start working. No, this is about what's already been done.
Okay, where are we at with 8th Street then? Cause we got the first football game Friday, and everybody's gonna see all that.
and Josh isn't here either, so.
We're starting to beginning on it. We've got all those abatements that we've already approved and started, but as far as.
I feel like we're backing up, we've been working on this, for too long, Mr. Livingston. I feel like we've kicked the can down the road for a while on this, cause this has been brought up several different times that I know of.
Nobody's giving me the go-ahead, Nate, I'm sorry.
Sir?
I don't do, I wasn't given the go-ahead to do the house and that other part.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Shannon, will you go ahead and, make sure this is added for, set a public hearing?
It's already on there, but the public hearing would need to be the 19th of October, or, no, because you have to give them like 45 days on that, when you're adding the money to the.
So that's the wrong date?
Is that,
Whatever the
I'm
date is,
sorry, I'm having trouble hearing.
It's in here.
he said he can't hear you.
The right date's on the agenda, she said.
Well,
It's October 7th.
October 7th.
October 7th is when the hearing would be.
she said we have to give him a 45-day notice before we can put the lien on the property.
And it would be October 7th.
I'll look at it, I don't think that's. Yes, sir. Well, I'll look at it and I'll get back with you. And I'm going back to my office right now to get the bills that are on the, and I'll be back.
So do we need to wait for this?
We can't do it on September 4th because that's only, like a week away or 2 weeks away. But we could do it for the first meeting, or the second meeting in September.
So is it 45 days or is it not 45
Well,
days?
it's when we have to advertise it, and, when it's talking about money like that, normally they say 45 days. But if Wynn finds it's different, then that's fine.
I know it, but we still gotta,
We gotta vote on
we gotta vote
something
on it tonight and you already
I'll
have
be
it.
back.
Huh?
I'll be back in a few minutes.
Oh, okay. All right.
Sounds good.
Because the next meeting is September 16th.
All right, so we'll come back to this when Wynn comes back. All right, next on the agenda, Heather Long, A&F Administrative Assistant, to discuss refund of garbage fees to William Woodyard at 116 Hickman Corey Road due to being outside the city limits. And this is just standard, we've had to do this before. So, calling no questions on this. Next item on the agenda, Stephanie Engel, Animal Shelter Manager, requesting a temporary employee for temp force due to staff medical issues. Temporary employee would be needed through September 30th, 2025. There's currently 50% of funds left in the temporary employee line. Stephanie?
So as you know, we've been short-staffed, chronically short-staffed, and I have a unexpected medical issue I've got to deal with. This young lady, this is Jayanna Bond, if you guys haven't met her, she's phenomenal. She's the one that I would like to change her job description slightly, and I think you've got some information about that, but anyway, she's on vacation, I'm out. And we've got a couple other people that just need routine days off, so I really, really need somebody to help fill in, because we can't have people working 7, or more days consecutively, and that's what's happening.
I got a question, Stephanie. I know you say you're short-staffed, so are all the positions you have filled?
No,
Okay.
No.
So how many positions do you have open that
I have one, according to the old protocol, I've got one position open, and we have a temp worker that's doing very well, and she is trying to move into a full-time employee with the city. She would really like to do that. We're just waiting for, I guess, Ms. Morris to come back from vacation to get that ball rolling. And then I really need an additional person after that, so I have requested that on my.
Okay, I'm just trying to make sure I understand. So with the temp person, if the temp person was full-time, then all the positions would be filled that you have?
Correct.
Okay, that's what I was just trying to make sure, because I know you said you're short, but I know you have the right amount of people that your budget requires.
Right,
So next budget, that's when you're gonna ask for an additional person.
that's correct.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure, because when you said you were short, I was like, so,
So right now, we're just wanting to go call temp force again.
Yes.
And that, okay,
Yes, sir.
I got you.
yeah.
It's definitely needed.
But I hope everything
Thank
works
you.
out for you.
Yeah.
So,
Prayers for you.
so Stephanie, you said, so from now, from today, because you just said through, you said the employee will be needed through September the 30th. So when is the employee you want them to start?
Like ASAP.
So when are you going out?
Like Thursday at lunch.
Okay, all right. I just wanted to make sure I understood this. Okay. And it's just the same pay rate with Tim Force, it's the same thing we've been doing. All right, I don't have an issue with this. You guys have any questions?
No, we don't.
No questions.
If we can help you, Miss Stephanie, let us know.
Well, I think it'll be her who would have to help. You're next in line, right?
Yeah.
This isn't trash, you guys know she's my assistant, she's
Yeah.
awesome too, so this is kind of, we got one other person that really does a lot of heavy lifting, so,
Dream team.
yeah, basically.
You have a great team, you really do, and I appreciate all the work y'all do.
Thank you.
All right, thank y'all. Stephanie, did you have anything else? That's it?
Well, at some point, I do wanna look at the change of job description for Miss Jana. It's pretty simple, and just moving her from basically a kennel tech to giving her a little authority to delegate responsibility. She does that naturally already. I was really impressed with her when she came on board, and she has a innate ability to help direct people and make sure things are moving smoothly. I started asking some questions and found out she comes from a long line of managers, so I think that's influenced her, and I would love to, be able to do that relatively soon.
Well, I know you're about to go out, but I think that now is the time for you to be trying to get something like that considered, because we're about to do budget. So you may wanna get with Jane and try to see what you can come up with in a couple of days.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I've already been working on it, so I
'Cause we-
gave you guys a mock up of what the job
Yeah.
description is, and
Okay.
Ms. Morris doesn't have an issue, and Mr. Rumsey said he would, pass it if you guys voted on it.
Yeah, but we just don't wanna wait till after we pass the budget and then try to go back and change something. So it would just be nice to have that consideration during budget time.
Okay.
All right, thank you, Stephanie. All right, next, Chief Osgood to request starting pay rate at FDA-1, step 3 for Isaac Holmes due to certifications. I didn't see Chief.
He's not here,
Oh,
that's me.
Okay.
Basically, it's, all it is he's got 13 years, so we're just, for the 1 for 5 that we've been kind of doing, just moving him to a 3.
All right,
That's it.
just basically what we've been doing, same kind of like with the police department.
Yeah,
Okay.
same thing.
All right, well, I don't have any issue with that.
I'm good.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, that's it. I do have a couple of things. Gotta find my phone. I want.
You have new business stuff.
Well, these are the things that we're gonna consider. These are just the things on the agenda that we're gonna vote on tonight, and we're also waiting for when.
And we're amended and added.
Yeah,
And
so
I have something I want to add too.
I wanna, I lost my thing. Hold on. Mayor, I wanted to ask, about an update on the Cricket Creek Bridge. I know Wynn's talking about me. Reed was working on this when he went out, and we had a flooding over there, and I also got some pictures too, so that bridge is really, really bad, so I don't know if Cromer has any updates, have we been back out there, anything else been done? So I'm just trying to, get an update on that bridge, see what list is on, where we're at, is it on the
Our
list?
list, part of our capital improvements.
So it's part of our capital improvements for when?
The money I have for the capital improvement.
So the money that you already have. So is this a part of the drainage stuff,
Drainage is all in there, we're engineering all that right now.
Okay, so let me ask you that too. So Mayor, I know you already have a list. So how many things do you have on that list? I know you have a certain amount of money, so how many things on that list?
Well, I was gonna wait for my report, but I'll tell you right now,
I'm sorry.
it's, you want it now?
Why not? We're waiting on Win anyway. You wanna go ahead and give it, or you want me to just wait?
Again, if I give it now, if you want it.
Y'all good with that?
Yeah, whatever he wants.
The paving project, right now, we have $163,000, under budget. We will finish Valley Lane today. Tomorrow, they're on, at the Pleasant Ridge, we should finish that tomorrow. And then we'll start on our alternative roads. And our alternative roads, here it is. We're looking at additional, under the original contract, Wood Street, Big Street, West Third, North Elm, Sarah Lynn, Fox Run, Spring, it goes on, and will take about approximately 18 additional work days.
Okay.
So far, drainage, we have $2,277,000 in that. That's still being engineered. That's how much money we got to finish that. We'll get,
Mayor, did you list Bolton? Cause Bolton was on that list too. I know I had that added.
yeah, Bolton's on there.
Okay, we didn't hear you say it. I know I had that added
Yeah,
for.
Bolton's pretty bad.
There'll be a list going out and send it to you later. This is what I received today from Michael, what they've got planned. As I said, the drainage, we got, 2.2 million in that. Lake Howard, we still have $1 million on that. That's still being engineered. You know, main, out there, project out there is gonna get, Boat Dock Lane paved. City Hall waterproofing, that's still in the works. We got $577,000 in that. TAP, EDT Engineering, we got $251,000 on that. We're waiting to hear from them. That's the 2023 TAP grant. The museum, we finished with that. Fire Department Phase 2, we're finished with that. And, Lake Louise is $290,000. There's some issues with Lake Louise that may go over a little bit on the $290,000 for that project. Right now, I gotta commend Michael Rice and also Massey Paving. They have had 3 change orders come in. Every one of them, we did not have to add anything to it, because the way it was laid out and the way it was engineered, they had the money to cover the change orders. That is highly unusual. All the engineers and people we dealt with in the past, any change orders always cost us hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yes, sir.
Mayor, I got 2 questions. So on your list, you said something is gonna come in over budget. So on your list,
That's the way it looks now. We're not finished, but it looks like we're gonna be coming under budget.
no, I'm talking about for the Lake Louise stuff, you said that it was gonna cost a little bit more than you had budget. Are you gonna have enough money to cover what you need to do, or do we need to try to figure out where to pull that
We gotta
excess
figure
from?
out how to get the asphalt over that bridges and get it laid out on Boat Dock Lane.
That's,
We don't know what's gonna cost, but we
you
got the money to
understand what I'm
cover.
asking?
We're talking about Lake Louise, Mayor. You said
Cause he's-
Lake Louise would be over the 290,000 that we had planned to spend on
Lake
it.
Louise,
Yes, sir.
that bridge is, well, it's really a culvert. It's no bigger than it is when it comes to
You're gonna
issues.
have enough money
And Michael
in
told me
budget to
today,
cover
we may
it, or
go
do
over
we
the
need to see
$290,000
what
here.
the excess is and figure out how we can
But
cover
not
the
a
excess
great
cost.
amount over that.
That's what I'm asking. Does that make sense?
It does.
So will you see, so we can,
Yeah, I'm not real sure. You're probably gonna have to find a way to cover some of it.
well, yeah, but we,
Not much.
Mayor,
yeah, but
how-
we still need to know what,
We could take the 577,000 from the waterproofing and put it on the Lake Louise Bridge.
Yeah, because there was a significant amount, like.
For some reason, there was 650,000 in there for waterproofing the building, which is only costing us $73,000.
You know, at the last council meeting, we brought up Michael was gonna run, his camera under Broadway, First and Second Street. Have you heard anything on that?
Oh, it's still in process.
Okay, so he ain't finished yet, I got you.
First Street, we've already got that area cleaned up. It's already at the, Sewage, storm sewers have already been replaced in that area, we're working forward, north on it now.
Okay, what about, but he hasn't found, he hasn't turned in the findings
They
yet.
haven't reported anything yet.
Okay, all right, thank you.
But remember too, there was money in the buying stuff for, drainage as well, so he had money for drainage and, paving.
That's right, but what I'm talking about is something Michael hasn't been asked to do. He sent the stuff in to Mayor Howell, and we decided at the last council meeting to have Michael go ahead.
And we were gonna use some of that money
That's
for
right,
it. It was
that's
gonna
right.
add- Mayor, I do have one more question as far as paving. So of course, even though we've been able to do 2 paving waves, like you said, one being the largest the city has ever seen, there were still some streets that, that didn't get, taken care of. So are we gonna be able to do some stuff in-house like we did last time?
We'll have to wait and see after we finish the auxiliary, paving,
I'm talking about like with the millings. Remember how we got that machine and then we took those millings?
building,
So that's what I was trying to see, because I know I think it's
yeah. Take
Louisville.
our buildings at, Fox Mill out there for, alleys and black areas.
But we are still gonna be able to do some in-house stuff to fix some of these streets that weren't added to the
Right
pavement.
now, just like, yes.
Okay, that's what my question was. All right, and Shannon, just whenever he get a total, just get that to us so we can see what we need to do, see how we need to adjust.
Just to give y'all a heads up, Massey will be pulling out once they get through with their original list, which will be Thursday, possibly Friday. They should be through with everything that's on the original list. They are gonna pull out for a couple of weeks because they didn't realize that we were gonna add so much to them. So they've got a prior obligation. They're gonna pull out for a couple of weeks and go do another project they already had lined up, but they will be back. So when you get the call, where they go, they're coming back.
Okay, well, thanks for telling me that would have been,
That would've been devastating.
Yeah.
Everybody think everything disappeared.
Yeah.
okay,
Okay, it's good to know.
all right, thank you. Ooh, thank you for that, Carmen. I think that's,
One more item.
go ahead. I was trying to make sure I had everything on my list, but go ahead.
Clean up, dotting i's, crossing t's. There was a check that was issued to a departing employee about 2 years ago that never got cashed. It's since been voided. And there was some confusion, the reason it didn't get cashed and didn't get distributed, about a computation of sick time and vacation time. So we can solve this problem and not have any possible legal action if we just reissue this check and add $837.34, which is less than it would cost to have somebody outside to look at it. But the original check was issued, has since been voided because it was never cashed because it wasn't settled.
But
And the final amount would be adding $837.34 to an amount that's already been approved. And then everything would be closed in this matter.
All right. Shannon, are you writing it down for me on your agenda, and you gonna give me that agenda?
You can have it when we get through typing up the minutes, or I can
No,
make a
I was-
copy of it.
She's talking about for her
So I'm
tonight.
basically, so I'm winging it. I thought you were writing it on there and you were just gonna swap with me.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
It's- all right.
I'm fine with that, Lee.
Yeah, is Wynn check that out, Lee?
No.
I think I had something else. We're still waiting on Wynn to come back, y'all. So, wanna call and check on him? You wanna call and check on him?
You wanna take a recess real quick?
Um,
It's 5:40. Everybody got a community pep rally and everything else.
well, Shannon, would it hurt if we I don't want him to come back and then he's coming in the door and we ended it. Is it gonna hurt to push this to the next meeting? I guess so.
Probably not hurt, but we can move it to the 16th of September.
Or can we just change the date?
Yeah, we can just change the date. to
Let's just change the
September
date.
16th.
Yeah, let's just change the date and then,
That would
If we
give
find
them
out we're
time to
wrong,
and then we can
notify them.
extend it. All right,
They would have time to notify them, and we would have time to publish it.
all right, okay.
So,
You wanna call and tell?
Somebody gonna call, you wanna call and tell them when?
Yes. I'll try to reach him. You can put them in line.
I meant Lee.
She can put them in line. Thank you for calling in. You want to take a break and then go into the
Huh?
2 minutes left.
All right, so we're gonna take a 5-minute break before we, start the council meeting. So we'll come back at, what is it, 5:52?